Input, which the notes will be taken up by our secretariat, and then we shall have them amalgamated. Number one, the way forward, we decided that there should be, from all your inputs, we should convene a dialogue reference group from the NDC one today. We should have the DRG coming together to evaluate the conference that we have had. The next bulletin, agree on strategies to implement recommendations from NDC 1. Next, review the content and the structure of count-level dialogue process. This is from all the materials that we have prepared for the DRG, for MSF, that we put them together and come out with a document that can be used at the count levels and other places for the dialogue processes. The next is discuss and agree on the framework for engagement at count levels on the vertical way. Of course, you will be doing the horizontal, so what you do at the horizontal level should be communicated to the national office. The next is that we convene a special interest groups conference to dialogue and identify measures to integrate youth, women, and persons with disability in the dialogue process. Then form the convening committees for the county forums. In other words, what we are enjoying here today, manned and managed by the DRGs, that we are able also at the county level having the same body that can manage the issues within the county, like what has been raised. The next is that we agree on the mode of mobilization. You people are on the ground. You need to agree. How should you mobilize the people to be able to have a good attendance of any conference that you should arrange? So that should be done by your leadership. Of course, you can request from national office to guide you on a few issues. The next one is confirm the delegates and invite them. So it is not just to convince yourself and assume that you have mobilized the people, but you need the confirmation, of which we did with you to be here. Every faith-based group followed up with you and say, can you confirm how many people are coming? Who is coming? That is how you mobilize. So you need to confirm and then do the invitation. The next one is identify facilitators. Then resource persons for the county dialogue forums. As you have all appreciated of what we have done, you can pick some of those who spoke to us and have them down at the county level to assist you to deliver the message. Point number 2, information sharing. If we can assume that we were in school for the 3 days we have been here, a question should arise in ourselves. How do we share this positive information and knowledge that we have gotten? The first point is that we roll out the communication strategy. We should be able to have a way of communicating the message to all levels, to all sectors, private and government, to all constituencies that will be involved within our forums, and even establish or have booklets that will take this information, that you can deliver a booklet or a pamphlet to any office. So this should be our strategy. Number 2, that all that we have done, for example, in the NDC 1, we should engage media. And engaging media to publish could be on the paper, but could also be radio and TV shows. So all these are the recommendations. We are saying that this information should reach to every person at the grassroots. In your vernacular languages, now that we have many radios that can reach. The next point is we need to carry out civic education. The best way to impart knowledge, we need to reach out to every person and have civic education and right knowledge to the people. The next one is that we outreach to counties using the religious institutions structures. Away from the private sectors and the civil sectors, our religious forums at the county levels, it's good to know that there are structures. How efficiently can we use these structures to be able to enhance this particular agenda to our people? Point number 3, consultation. We propose that we should have a continuous consultation with various stakeholders for consensus on NDC 1 recommendations. And we have already told you that from our side, we have always a continuous engagement and consultations with our elders. We have a continuous consultation with the private sectors and civil societies and government bodies and other constituencies. How should you enhance this at the county level too? The next point is have sector engagement. And here I would want to emphasize what we discussed about. That we do not only look at the civil societies, we do not only look at private societies, we do not look at business groups at the national level in Nairobi, but these groups are at the county level. What are your commitment to engage them? What are your strategy to engage them? Because that is the only way you can drive a national agenda. But if you do not bring them on board, then you would have lost a lot. So let us look at that strategy and engage all sectors. The next point is advocacy at the national level. That we discuss and agree on how to engage governance institutions on NDC 1 recommendations. For example, the President, Right Honorable Raila Odinga, the PPI, Task Force, Parliament, Judiciary, IEBC, EACC, NCIC, and other commissions horizontally. And some of these bodies are right at the county level. Do you know that they exist? Have you ever had meetings with them? This is on national, but what about county levels? So these engagements and advocacy shall be kept on momentum, and we want to promise you from our level. Point number 4. Involvement and partnership. There are many people who are involved in what we are doing, but they are doing it parallel. On our side, we want to reach to them, to their initiatives that they are doing, and consultate them so that we have a national dialogue momentum in a very continuous and fiery way. Number 2, that we establish partnerships to lobby for implementation of NDC 1 recommendations. This is the only best way. There are many people who are interested, but they want to ask, where can we help? How can we come in? So let us be open to them and see which levels we can engage them so that they can partner with us for especially the publication of the documents that we shall come out with. The next point is to consolidate the count feedback, material, and resolutions. The next is draft the relevant bills, documents, and other relevant information that is required, so that we slot this to the levels where the government makes a decision. And you need to realize that, as we were discussing on devolution government, is that if you are not part and parcel of the forums that are created at the local levels, at the county level, a lot of policies are passed and you are not aware. And this will affect the common mwananchi. So on a national level, we shall be doing this, and we already have bodies from KCCB, NCCK, and the Muslims. We have already members in parliament and other sectors where decisions are done. What do you do at the county level? The next one, to prepare the national dialogue consensus agreement for discussion and ratification at NDC 2. We are not closing it. We are saying there shall be the second NDC 2. And we want to work towards this. For you are the people to speak for the voiceless. And that's why we have a very strong body of the religious leaders who are known as DRG. So with that, I want to say thank you for listening and following what I have brought forward to you.